Hi, I'm Alice.
I'm Max.
And this is our baby Zen. Jody is the one who got to film his birth. And we feel very fortunate that we had Jody there. We wanted to film this birth because we're planning that this would be our last child. He's third. And we didn't have anybody film our other two births. And we realized they really are such special events. And as the mom, I remembered there were so many things that I didn't experience in the moment. And I really wanted there to be a document of this event so that we would have it for always.
And also she would ask me, like, how were things at the birth? Like, how was I? How was this? How was that? And I'd be like, well, it was cool. It was great. It was wonderful. And it was good to actually have someone there so you can say, well, this is how wonderful you were. This is how amazing it was. This is how magical it was. And to have the actual thing to show. The great thing about having Jody there was that we pretty much didn't know she was there. It was kind of like when we finally saw it, it was like, oh yeah, that moment happened, or this happened, or that happened. It wasn't like, it's not a very light camera action kind of thing. She was just there picking up moments that we didn't realize there were that many of them, I guess.
I found Jody online. Google really does bring people together. I Googled Los Angeles birth videographer, and Jody was, I think, the first hit. First of all, there aren't that many people who do what Jody does. And I knew that somebody who was devoting her art to it, it must be a very special person. I watched her sample videos of other births, and I knew she was the one for us because I cried through all of those films.
It wasn't just because she was hormonal.
And no, it wasn't. Jody has a way of capturing all of the really emotional, moving moments and putting them together in a way that tells a story. Because we know that births can be hours and hours and hours long, but even on these films that were only 3 minutes or 5 minutes, she told a complete story from beginning to end. Yeah. He has a lot to say about it.
Yes. Still telling stories.
And from what I remember of Jody being there, it wasn't just that she was a fly on the wall, but that when I sensed her presence, it was one of support. It wasn't a distant, cold documenting of what we were doing. It was really like she was part of our support system.
She didn't nudge someone out of the way to get the shot.
She didn't tackle people. I would see Jody and, especially I remember after and approaching with her camera, and Jody just has this smile that's so full of warmth. And it was like having a friend there, and I'd only met Jody once. So I thought that was really special. And I think that's something that's really special about Jody's personality.
It's the stuff that we didn't notice that was going on. Like, there's other little things in the video that there's so much going on at the birth, and for me, I was so focused on her, and she's focused on what she's doing, of course. There's all these other little moments like, oh, look at that, look at what our daughters were doing, and look at what they were doing, and that sort of thing. The things that, when you look back on it, you're like, oh wow, all these other magical things were happening besides was the magic happening between your legs. There's other things going on as well. That came out perfectly. So yeah, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. There's so many things in your life that you have, like video footage of it. Are you really going to go back and look at it? Are you really going to appreciate that? Are you really going to go back and look at, I don't know, the piano lesson or whatever you had? But this is something that for sure we're going to share with people, and more people over and over.
And I knew there were going to be so many things I was going to miss. Going back and seeing our friends who were there, and I knew how much I was being supported, but seeing everybody so active in the birth was really, really affirming of our tribe. And same thing, seeing our daughters. And I also thought, I'd rather err on the side of having it filmed, and maybe we only watch it once or twice on a special occasion, and at least we have it to show our child, these were your first moments in life, rather than, oh no, we probably won't watch it that much, so let's just not do it. I feel like it's part of the archive. Yes, baby. Part of the archive of our family history. And I'm obsessive about wanting to chronicle things, whether it's journaling or taking pictures, and kids don't remember much before the age of 5 or 6. And as the days get so busy and go on, we don't remember much. It all melts together. And we wanted to celebrate this birth in a special way, and I think video was, especially after seeing it, video was a truly, truly special way to make our story for our baby.